स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। From last about 15 days, we have been continuously discussing on various types of meditation, how we enter within, how we turn inward, dive within, cross layer by layer of our external sheets and reach the ultimate goal of our meditation. We saw Savikalpa, Nirvikalpa, various other types of meditations, the Advaitic type, the Kundalini awakening and the passing, and then the Sri Vidya type, and all that we discussed. I think it has no end. The Hinduism is a wonderful thing. As you go so wide, so much of varieties, broad spectrum, anywhere, whatever suits you, at any stage of your sadhana, you can transfer and go ahead. It is very means each individual is an independent entity having his own background. Each person is the balance sheet of his past. The whole past is driving his thoughts and feelings, and actions are driven by his past. Now to transfer it, to change the paradigm in which he is existing for a new setup, and then to utilize the same trend in which he is going to move it towards the divine. Suppose you are tamasic, because there won't be time in our life to transfer ourselves or transform ourselves from the tamas to rajas, rajas to, it's a lifelong process even to change our basic nature. So we find it difficult, but we can utilize, if you know the goal, if you know the path, various paths, so small differences. I may be having 50% tamas, 25% rajas, 25% sattva. I may be having 20% sattva, 50% rajas, various combination. According to that, I must be able to utilize all these forces. See, dukkha is also a force. Sukha is also a force. You can utilize it to go towards God. Whenever sukha comes, oh, God has given this. Let me not forget God. Offer everything to God. When dukkha comes, I have no other shelter except Him. We can turn ourselves to the divine with whatever we are, wherever we are, with whatever qualities we have acquired, whatever nature we have acquired. Just adjustment. One thing is how to divinize ourselves, divinize every faculty that we have to move towards the divine, because divine alone can lead to divine. So we have to divinize. Suppose I am tamasic nature, how to divinize my tamasic nature? How to divinize my rajasic nature? Or if I have a lot of desires, how to transform this into a force that takes me towards divine and eliminates from all the desires. So this is how we saw the whole process of moving towards the divine inward journey. That is what the main topic was. Sri Ramakrishna was telling, in meditation one must be absorbed in God. By merely floating on the surface of the water, can you reach the gems lying at the bottom of the sea? With this one sentence, we took so many hours, about 15 days or 16 days we have passed already. I think we will end this subject. Just read the song that he's going to sing. Then he sang, telling this. He first asked, Naren and all stayed overnight. He asked them to go and meditate in Panchavati. After some time, he goes there and watches how they are meditating. What is their state of mind? What state they are experiencing within? He saw them floating on the surface. They are not thinking of the world, nor they have sunk into the divine. They are moving about on the surface. Whole life, if they move about in the surface, they will not be able to sink within and get the gems. So Sri Ramakrishna is singing in his beautiful voice. It is heart capturing. See, there are various types of singing. In songs and the singing, in the ragas also, there are sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. Tamasic singing is there, tamasic songs are there. Rajasic singing is there, rajasic songs are there. Similarly, sattvic songs are there. Sattvic singing also is there. But when Sri Ramakrishna sings and Naren sings, you see, they are beyond the three gunas. That is supported by divine, expression of divine, and transports man who is hearing it. It transports him to a higher level of consciousness. To the exclusion of his bodily existence, they forget. They see something divine. Maximum we see in the world is sattvic singing, where it makes me forget the environment in which. It will not make me forget my body. It will not make me forget the world in which I am standing. So here we see an entirely different picture when Sri Ramakrishna sings, that I am transported to a different loka, as if I am entering into an entirely new dimension. Because he is experiencing. When he sings of Krishna, he is in ecstatic state of visualizing Krishna. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a dance and sing and go. All will be driven by the dance. Everybody, in spite of them, they cannot resist. Something is driving them. So this is when a person enters into, see, even in ordinary world, if a man laughs, all will start laughing. And anything, if you see a person gloomy and weeping, you'll feel sorry. Immediately your heart shrinks. If you hear the grief for which he is weeping, then you also start weeping. And while talking also, anybody says, "How are you?" "Fine, sir." "How are you?" "Fine, sir." We speak. As the impingement is there, as the approach is there, so I report. I give back. What is coming, I am reflecting back. So when Sri Ramakrishna is talking from the realm transcendental, beyond the Sattva Rajatama, it makes you enter into beyond Sattva Rajatama, to a level where that was what first vision itself, first meeting itself transports the people. If you are sincere, see, talks or words do not transform people. So many people have heard, hundreds of people have heard, lectures they have heard. The transformation doesn't happen. But one who is practicing, one who is experiencing, one who puts it in the front, that man gets transformed. So transformation, life alone transforms life, neither words nor too much of reading. Life, you have to see life. Then immediately you will see there is a transformation. Yes, I'm ready to live that. Yes, I've seen the life. I've seen the result. I've seen the calmness and pleasantness which always reflects in that person. So the transformation is possible. So here we see Sri Ramakrishna, when people came to Sri Ramakrishna, single sight, single meeting, surrender, unconditional surrender. Because he always lived at the spiritual level. His thinking was spiritual level. His talking was spiritual level. His existing was spiritual level. When he sleeps, he is beyond the Sattva, Rajatama, he is beyond the Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, and he is witnessing all the three states, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. He is a witness of all the three. When he sleeps, it is divine sleep. When he wakes up, it is divine waking up. When he does any act, when he scolds someone, when he beats someone, total acceptance. When Rani Rasmani was slapped, how she accepts it. A queen, hundreds of people, or a few, the people who are gathered, and servants come to save her or attack Ramakrishna. She says, no, stop. He has done the right thing. Total acceptance, because he is in the divine state. Whatever, from divine state, whatever you do, it is totally accepted. There is transformation. She got transformed forever. Never to think of anything in the shrine or while doing spiritual practices. When sitting for meditation, no thoughts can come to her anymore in any life, if at all she has to take any life. She can never think of anything bad happening to others or wish. The whole transformation takes place. So once one of the Swamis of our order, he was telling, I was finding great difficulty in meditation. One day I was sitting in shrine and weeping. So many years passed, I have come and joined. I left everything. And till even today, I am not been able to meditate. I am not able to go inside. I am not able to get the vision of God. My mind has not rested in a place where it should rest within. He will be weeping in the shrine sitting. Means how much of efforts he must have put, how much of sincere struggle he must have done to weep like a child in front of the shrine, God, at the feet of God. Alone he has gone to the shrine where nobody is there. He is weeping. His Guru Yatiswaranandaji is in his room. He calls his assistant and he takes a book, sits on the chair reading it and says, go and call such and such person. And he goes and calls that Swamiji. That he was not still Swamiji, he was still a brahmachari. Goes and calls that brahmachari. Maharaj will be reading the book. That person, that brahmachari enters the hall and stands. He has washed his face, wiped his face and come, because he was continuously weeping and might have passed long time, half an hour, 45 minutes. Our weeping do not sustain even for few minutes. Sometimes we weep and within no time it gets dried up. To sustain that weeping, how many nights he might have wept. Now he is weeping. He washes his face and comes and stands. Maharaj doesn't lift his head. He is still holding the book and asks, what's your problem? That's all. Immediately he understands why Maharaj is asking. He said, I find difficulty in meditation. I am not able to go within. I am not able to concentrate on the Lord's feet. I am not able to meditate at all. I have been trying, I have been struggling. I have done all of my efforts and I am regularly practicing without fail, but I have not been able to. Maharaj keeps the book aside, suddenly stands up, holds both his shoulders and shakes him. What do you mean that you are not able to meditate? Go and meditate, he says. That brahmachari writes in his diary, I felt as if somebody has dusted me from the core to the skin, and as if the cloth which is full of dust, when we flutter it, how the dust comes out. He says, I felt as if my Guru is dusting me, and I had nothing to say. The way in which he shook me, he said, go and meditate. And I went to the shrine, sat, and before I could think I have to meditate now, I was entering within. I was forgetting the world. I was forgetting the body. See, this is what the Guru and Shishya, how they recognize, how they, Guru is somewhere, Shishya is somewhere. Guru has not seen the Shishya, but he is watching, sitting in his room, what his disciple is doing. And then he comes to the rescue. Till the last moment, he cannot do anything more. He has done all things for years and has not succeeded. Guru is watching that breaking point. That breaking point. Till then, when the metal is ready for casting, the heat, when it is ready for casting, it is poured. Like that point, boiling point, it has to come. And then Guru is waiting to get that boiling point. And then, yes, now the grace descends. The whole thing collapses. And then he writes later on, I found no time again in my life that I was finding difficult to meditate. That is because he is in constant divine level, he is able to witness what is happening to his disciple somewhere. He is watching. And then the time has to come. Even one day before, he is not yet ready. That breaking point has not come. He is able to weep and go and again take rest, take his food. He is able to do everything. Or he is able to give up his food. That is another type of ego. Somehow we try to fulfill our ego only. So whatever we do, we see, I am able to restore myself. A point comes, he is not able to restore himself. He is not able to come back to his point. That is the breaking point. That is where he bursts into, which is unconsolable. Then the Guru appears to fulfill that gap. And there we see, because Guru is in the pure divine level, he is able to dust him of all the samskaras that he has acquired life after life, that is making him, not allowing him to, even a little worldliness, a small desire. Thakur says, a desire to eat sandesh is there. You cannot enter with him because it becomes, the mind becomes kashaya. It is there, the world is there still in that mind. How can it sink? It buoyances, little struggle to sink, it touches the surface and again, like a football filled with air, it comes back and starts flowing. So it is completely to be removed. Sri Ramakrishna coming back is to watch and make them understand. You can't get anything by floating in the surface. You have to sink within. You have to turn inward, dive within and sink within. Go to the core of your existence, where all the three bodies, the gross, subtle and causal bodies, are mounted. The spiritual support which is keeping the life alive. There you have to go. That is the heart. So here Sri Ramakrishna has come. Now he sings a song, making them clear. He sang a song. The singing itself awakens them. Singing itself dusts them, dusting through. Taking the name of Kali, dive deep down, O mind, into the heart's fathomless depths. We saw how to dive, how to enter, how to reach the bottom. Taking the name of Kali, dive deep down, O mind, into the heart's fathomless depths, where many a precious gems lies hid. We saw in various ways how we go, how we transcend one by one layer, how we enter into Savikalpa, from there how we enter into Nilvakalpa, various forms of gods, how we see your Ishtadevata first appearing, condensing, you are entering into Chidakasha, the space of consciousness, this is space of matter, the space of mind in which we may imagine, the space of consciousness where we get the vision of God. Chidakasha, this is Mahakasha, Chitta Akasha, space of mind. Chidakasha we enter. The Chidakasha is Chaitanya, space of Chaitanya, made of Chaitanya. I am entering within. The Absolute has extended itself into me, my existence, that is the heart. Like a ocean entering into the land and making a port or harbor there. There, God is appearing within me, extended Himself from the Absolute. There I go, and that space is Chaitanya. Though it is limited, it is Chaitanya. There I see God condensing and taking form. If I enter the ocean, there you cannot find the form. So God extends Himself, the Absolute extends Himself inside the man. Man making it a harbor or a port. The ocean enters. There it can solidify. There it can take form. In the Absolute, He cannot take form. See, He creates an atmosphere, and then in that He manifests there. We saw, first you get the Ishtadevata form. Suppose he is Ramakrishna, is your Ishtadevata. You find the Ramakrishna there, actually sitting, talk with him. You get the Prema Sharira there, emerges out from your longing. Then God does the Prana Pratishtha in you, just like you used to do in Murti, and you move about and get, after some time, He asks you, many months pass, many ways of playing is going on. One day He asks, in great intimacy and love, do you want to see me when I was Krishna, how I looked like? When I was Rama, another few months pass. Do you want to see how I looked like when I was like Rama? He takes the form of now different gems he is finding. Here Sri Ramakrishna mentions where many precious gems lying hidden. They are hid and hidden. Now God is revealing Himself in various, these gems is coming out. Look here, look at me, look here, look at me. What all you can see, what all you want to see, see. The same thing Krishna says to Arjuna. Whatever you want to see, you will see me in me now. Any form, anything, any desire you have, you can see any type of manifestation. Here it is. Same thing, we see various gems emerging out from when we go, we see it was hidden, it comes up, reveals, because you have gone to the bottom where they are lying. But never believe, an important instruction, but never believe the bed of ocean is bare of gems, but never believe the bed of ocean bare of gems. If in the few dives you fail, with firm resolve and self-control, dive deep and make way to Mother Kali's realm. Because many times we suddenly enter and we miss. We can't find. First few entry into the Savikalpa region. Second, first time after entering, you will not know how to enter again. After some time you come back to the normal state, Vyuthana sthiti, you will not know how to enter back. Then somehow struggle, enter again. You will not find the gem. Where you find intense joy, intense freedom. You are free from the bodily existence. But you will not know, you will not find any positive things. A few times when you drive, you will see more light. When you enter, you see the form manifesting. You start finding the various gems. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrutavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.